Alrighty, I'm back. I have to talk a little bit louder because the video was kind of quiet, and also shenanigans. Ah, can you see? So talk a little bit louder, and I got changed out of my pajamas. I'm actually wearing a shirt. And my fan is going too, so because after I finish my painting my dolls, I like to put it under a fan because I'm that impatient. So I'm going to put some layers on Mr. Will here. Okay, I'm going to use this color. It's just a couple different colors that I have in there. I use long brushes. I really love these brushes. Actually, they're good quality brushes, and I definitely recommend good quality brushes. Otherwise, you're going to get hair on your stuff. And then these, I really love these brushes too. This is boar hair. It's actually real animal hair brushes, and they make such a difference. Like, you will see if you use real animal hair, like this one here, this is horse hair. And this one, I think this one's horse hair as well. So I have like a few different ones, except for my mop. My mop brushes are like a yellow, like, I forget what it's called, but it's, God, there's like all 8. Look at that. That's from paint thinner. And it's like one of my favorite brushes. So I wash this one, like, I don't wash it a lot because it's a dry brush, but I wash it probably like once a week with really good soap and water, and then let it dry naturally. Otherwise, it'll get stinky. You don't want stinky brushes. So that's what I do with that. And so let's see here, little Will. So as you guys know, I changed him into a pixie. And I'm making another video because people really seem to like listening to me and watching me paint. So I think I'm just gonna do that because I love to talk. Like, I'm ridiculous. Seriously. I talk all the time, constantly. People probably think I'm so annoying. Like, sometimes I get really I get really like insecure about it because that's how much I talk. You know, when I call somebody, they're probably like, oh God, Bean's calling again. It's gonna be the longest like phone call. But some people just put up with it. Like my grandma, like, she'll pick up the phone all the time when I call her, and she just sits there and listens to me go and go and go and go and go. Because I don't know, that's what grandmas do, right? They listen. So anyways, yeah, so I talk a lot. It happens, whatevs. At least it's not as boring, though. Like, when I paint and talk to you guys, like, I feel so much more, I feel so much more, like, important or something. It just goes better for me because I'm not as bored. So I'm just, oh, I think I might mix up some blue, actually, because that's kind of, I'll do that after I add the red. So after I paint it, I just put it over on the drying, excuse me, on the drying station. So sometimes I don't even mix my paint. Sometimes I just go like that because it's easier, and then you tip it and sponge it. Because I'm that lazy, okay? Don't judge me. Don't judge me, YouTube. I can mix it how I want to mix it. Jeez. Ugh. So I love those dishes. They weren't even that, they were like $1 too. They're like really good, a really good price. I don't even know if I paint, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. I have no idea how other people paint, and that's the funny thing is, like, I'm a self-taught artist, so the way that I paint and do things is the way that I naturally would do it. So so I have no idea how other people paint and how they like to do things. So like if people are actually judging me in the way that I do things, or maybe there's an easier way, or you should do this and whoa, you're backwards or whatever, like this is how I am comfortable painting and this is how I do it. So I don't argue. I don't argue with that. I mean, why argue with that, right? My baby cell. My baby. My baby. Ooh, baby, baby. What song is that? I forget. God, that's an old song. I'm pretty sure that was from when I was like a young teenager or something. Which was forever ago, by the way. Even though I still feel like I'm a 13-year-old boy. Swear. I never aged past 13. Well, I'm not as let's see. I don't want to insult 13-year-olds out there, but like when you're 13, you don't even your brain is not even fully developed yet at 13. Like you're still making stupid decisions because you don't fully understand consequences just yet. Like you're more at the spur of the moment. Like, let's do that. That looks like fun, but it's really dangerous and, you could die. But they still do it anyways because they're 13. So, or 14, When you start getting into your 20s, that's when, like, the final parts of your brain, it starts developing. Like, you have all the stuff that you need from, like, learning, but you're still learning a lot. And one is consequences. And that's why when you make decisions and you're scared you're going to get into trouble, because you don't fully understand, you make decisions very fast, like very, very rash decisions. And that won't go away until you're in your 20s. I promise you that. Because when you're young, you want to be young and you want to have fun and you're very spur of the moment. Let's do that. I don't care. I just want to go with my friends and hang out and do this and do that. And it's, that's life. That's teenagers for you. I was like, when I was 18 okay, I was a really good kid, by the way. And I was in like a lot of dance classes and stuff like that. And I worked. When I was 15, I got a job because we were really, really poor. And I wanted a job so I could have like my own kind of like little bit of money and like buy clothes. I'm the youngest of 4 girls, so I got nothing brand new ever. I got all hand-me-downs. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying like that was my life when I was younger. So I got a job so then I could get other things. And so I worked nights, like not all night, but I worked later on and then go to school during the day, and then I would go to dance lessons on the weekends and on Wednesdays. I did that until I was like 19. So when I hit 19, or actually I was like 18 when I graduated, it's just like, I feel like I finally had become more free, like more of like a teenager. And I'm just glad that social media didn't exist back then. Is all I can say about that. Is like, I feel sorry for kids these days. I mean, their lives, like they have no social media. I love social media, but I hate it at the same time. And like sometimes I wish it would just go away. Because I see the consequences having younger children. And I see the difference that they're growing up with, too. And it's really scary. Some of it is really freaking scary. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, there was this... Remember when Facebook had all gnarly stuff coming up? Like, do you remember that? It's like every single person was putting on videos of, like, people, like... Oh my, just like the nastiest, like child abuse, dog abuse, killing, like freaking like stuff that we don't want to look at because it's just so disturbing. Like I just lost so much hope in the world seeing that. And so basically like after that, I just unfollowed so many people because it was like hurting me as a human being on this earth. I was just like, what? You know? And so now it's a little bit, now people in my newsfeed, people are, it's better. Like, it's way better because people have had enough of that. So they're like, if you post this and if you post that, like, I'm going to unfollow you. And instead of, like, unfriending everybody, because I have a lot of people on my Facebook, and it's freaky. Like, some of them are just, like, total straight up perverted men. Like, I'm married, okay? I have 4 children. Like, I am not interested in your pervertedness, okay? As soon as you say hi, how are you, darling? Block. Like, piss off. Do I have a sign on my head that says single, like, come F me? Like, get a life. God, that was dramatic. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so dramatic there. But, like, seriously, it's just gross. I can't stand stuff like that. Can't. And if it's like, this is why I don't want my daughter to have a Facebook account. For that exact reason. For child predators that are out there. Friggin' scary. What is the world coming to, you guys? What is it? So I'm just adding a little bit more blue. Can you see? Okay, so I like to put blue behind the ears, so that's where I'm doing it. But like I said, you guys paint the way that you paint. I paint the way that I paint. And I don't argue. I don't argue with that, right? Why would I? Why would I? Do you guys have... Oh, I have a question for you. So hopefully you guys can answer me on my page. Do you guys have these like Chinese foot spa? They're called Chinese foot spas in your area. And the reason why I ask is because there's these... They're called Chinese foot spas, and they're supposed to do like foot massage on you, where it's like they, what is it called? Reflexology, maybe? And so I started going when there was one in the mall. And this is so funny. Okay, I started going when they were in the mall. They were super expensive. I mean, not like totally ridiculous expensive like a spa, but I mean, enough money for sure. And when I was really pregnant, and so I'd go in there and they'd like work on my feet. I loved it because they'd put like a towel on me. I sat in this comfortable chair. It was like the bomb when I was pregnant. And okay, so that was like, well, Maverick is 5. So that was like 5 years ago. Within 5 years, there is one on every corner. It's like a Starbucks now. There is Starbucks Chinese foot massages everywhere in Bellingham. I shit you not. Everywhere. And I'm just like, what? Like, I'm not even joking. They are everywhere. I'm just like, what? And they always have to have like somebody there that like understands English kind of. But I mean, it's pretty easy. You just go in there and they say 1 hour foot massage. Yes. So then you go in there and you sit in this like chair and they soak your feet in this like menthol stuff. It's pretty awesome. And give you this like awesome foot massage and then flip you around and then like kind of massage your back and stuff. You're fully clothed and everything. But point being, oh, and it's cheap. It's $30. Okay, it's $30 for like an hour and a half of people massaging your feet for you. It is so worth it. But then I'm just thinking to myself, like, how does that even happen? Like, I don't even really know what my point is about this topic. Like, why do you guys even want to know about that? God, Bean, get it together. Anyways, it's like crazy. It's like it is everywhere. It's everywhere. And they're busy. I go in there a lot. Like, I call it my meditation. I say, I have to go to my meditation. And it is. It's like meditating because when I'm getting my feet massaged, that's when I think of what doll I want to work on next. Isn't that funny? Some people meditate. Some people do yoga. I do Chinese foot massage. But they are everywhere. Like, I can't imagine people would even go to a spa now. to go get that done because it's like expensive at a spa, right? So they go pay $30 and it's like awesome. It's awesome, but it's at the same time, it's like, wow. I don't know why I decided to tell you that today. So anyways, I'm going to show you here. So I was just adding some like detail and stuff to this guy. So this is what he looks like. I'm going to just add, so I added some blue, some red, and so I'll probably do more details like around the face, maybe. I'll probably put a little more yellow. I still got to do some washes on him over top of this color. So I'm going to bake him, okay? I'm going to bake him, and I'm going to bake him good. And then I'm going to come back and show you the washes. Bye!